Good afternoon, Nicole.
Hi, David.
I feel like I'm seeing you everywhere, virtually and in person right now.
Yes.
Well, just as an introduction to yourself, you and I know each other from the MBA program. How long have you been at the MBA program at Western Carolina University?
So I started the program in 2017. I will wrap up in spring of 2021. It's taken me a little bit longer to finish it. I have had a child in that window, so I had to take a couple of semesters off. So 4 years total.
All right. And I've learned about your child just a little bit. You just have the one child?
Just one, a 2-year-old. Yes.
Okay. So COVID has not become a thing yet that is going to drive your child bonkers.
No, not yet. Thank goodness that he's not in elementary school. We do a couple of days of daycare a week, and that has changed a little bit. But for the most part, we've been able to be flexible and keep him at home. So we're thankful that we don't have to deal with all the things that elementary schools and parents of elementary, middle, high school children are dealing with.
Okay. And you are working full time as well while going?
I do. I work full time at a paper mill, Evergreen Packaging. I'm the executive administrative assistant here.
Okay. So let me get this straight. You are working full time, you're pursuing your MBA, you've got a 2-year-old, we've got a global pandemic. So everything is just nice and easy for you right now.
Oh, piece of cake.
Uh, so uh, um, you said you took a couple of semesters off. How did Western Carolina work with you while you were taking time away for your birth of your child?
Oh, that's a great question. They were actually really wonderful. Kelly, the advisor, she was so great to work with. They were very flexible, which is part of the reason why I really enjoyed the MBA program. I really like the hybrid model and the flexibility that brings. But yes, they were very flexible with my time off.
So you and I just conducted an interview for me, and both of us have mentioned Kelly McIntyre. Uh,
hmm
as this is the entrepreneurship program that we're doing this class for, what can you tell the folks in entrepreneurship about Kelly McIntyre and what she does for the MBA program?
So I would, advise them first that if there was ever someone who you can feel comfortable reaching out to, it's Kelly. She's very responsive. She basically just facilitates the MBA students coming through the program, helps them with their scheduling, keeps us up to date with upcoming electives and semesters and what will be offered at what times. But on a personal level, she's also really great to talk to as well. If you're struggling with something like, my decision to take some semesters off, she's more than happy to talk through those kinds of things with you.
Yeah. So they're talking a lot. We're in the middle of a presidential election right now, and they're talking about approval ratings of people that are coming in. And I think they mentioned the other night when Michelle Obama talked that her approval rating was at 69%. What do you think Kelly McIntyre's approval rating would be in the MBA program?
Oh gosh, from my perspective, it would be 100%. But overall, I would have to say it's very high for everyone. I've heard great things about everybody that I know in the program, their relationship with Kelly and her responsiveness and things like that.
I think you're right about that. I think it might be 100%.
Yeah,
So she's so easy to work with. She's really
she is.
really made this. You know, I was nervous when I came back to the program because it had been 25 years since I had gone to school, and she really gave some good advice and
Absolutely.
helped build confidence. Oh no, you're going to be able to handle this. So, and she was
Yep.
so, but it was one of those things. So, is there a course within the MBA program that you've enjoyed the most so far?
Oh gosh, I've enjoyed several of them, but one of my favorites was actually one of my summer electives, and it was around policy. And it was just very applicable to the times that we see, agenda setting and how legislation comes to be. That one was just really helpful for me because I had never had a policy course before, and the teacher of that one, Dr. Shaffron, she is absolutely amazing. So to date, that was one of my favorites. But, I also, as difficult as accounting was for me, it was very, very difficult. I love the professor, Dr. Brewer.
Hmm.
Accounting has been something that I struggle with, and he was just so easy to talk to. And he actually came in and took the time to sit down with me one-on-one to explain some things that were, not clicking with me. So I struggled through that class, but I also really enjoyed it because it challenged me and I got a lot out of it.
So, in this ambitious undertaking that you've got going on right now, is is there a particular goal that you've got in mind for your degree or what you hope to accomplish in career progression with your MBA?
Yeah, so, I felt like going into the program, the MBA would give me a leg up on competition as I look to move up the ladder. Here at Evergreen Packaging, I'm in an administrative assistant role and I wear a lot of hats. Um, I would really like to go down one avenue in one department down the road, and I'm really interested in training and development. So I feel like communication is key there, and I feel like that's really ingrained in every course is how important communication is, and it's really forced me outside of my comfort zone in my MBA to develop these relationships and work in groups where I wasn't normally. I wasn't accustomed to doing that for quite some time. I graduated in 2008 and I work with people every day, but not closely in groups on a specific project all the time. So, yeah.
How long have you worked at Evergreen Packaging?
So I've only been here since January, actually.
Oh,
I re-entered the workforce after taking care of my little boy for a year and a half. But before that, I was in management at a local credit union. I was in risk management there. I have a banking background. I did enjoy that, but I was ready for something different. I was ready to move into a different field.
all right. Well, back to it now. I know you're taking at least 2 courses this semester. Is that the full load that you've got going on? And
Two,
you've got finance. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say 2 courses this semester and next semester. Yes.
Okay, so financial management. What's your other course next semester?
Marketing.
Ah, okay. Well, there you go.
I think I've got like 2 of the hardest ones coming up.
I took those 2 together. They go well together.
Okay, that's good to know.
One is very project and team oriented, and the other you have teams, but you don't necessarily have to meet with the teams. It doesn't take a lot of travel or get together time. It's mostly working and sharing information back and forth. So, well, with
Good to know.
I've enjoyed having this interview with you here this morning.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I've forgotten to ask you that you think it's important for everybody to know about Nicole Woods?
I don't think so. I think we've covered it all. It was really nice to talk to you today.
All right, nice to talk to you too. And to everyone, Entrepreneurship 600, there you have it, Nicole Woods.